Hey guys, Vishboss here, and today I'm going to be doing 2 mini reviews on ARMS and Ninjala, 2 new IPs on the Nintendo Switch. I'm going to be starting out with ARMS first. ARMS is a game about, you guessed it, feet. Just kidding, it's in the title, you fools. It's about ARMS. You choose over a variety of characters who have extendable arms, or hair if you're in Twintail, and duke it out boxing style. You can even customize each arm to have different abilities or effects on your opponent. The controls are crystal clear. You can throw your right arm or left arm to punch, thrust both of them at the same time to grab, or you can shield. It works in this rock, paper, scissors type fashion, where punch beats grab, shield beats punch, and grab beats shield. The cool thing about ARMS is that you can use motion controls with it, and I think the motion controls actually enhance the gameplay rather than hinder it, by allowing you to fine-tune your aim. For the people who just hate motion controls, you can just turn it off and play on handheld mode. The music sounds like some sort of modern tribal music, as if it's like a culture. I like the way they took this concept and fleshed it out throughout the game's music. And visually, the game's as sharp and colorful as other Nintendo games like Splatoon. Watching some of these fights can give you a picture of how it looks. Other modes include the Hoops game mode, where you throw the opponent into the basketball hoop. V-Ball, where you juggle a volleyball over a net until it falls. Skill Shot, destroy as many targets as you can. Headlock Scramble, a mode where a headlock mask spawns in the middle of the arena, and wearing it gives you extra arms. And finally, Team Fight, pretty self-explanatory, one team versus another. In terms of extra things to do in the game, a single-player Grand Prix mode is available, where you fight 10 characters in a row offline, and then fight a boss at the end. It's something fun to do when you get bored of playing online. Speaking of the online mode, it's the integral part of ARMS, so if you're planning on getting it, then make sure to get Nintendo Switch Online beforehand. As always, Nintendo Switch's online is not the best. It lags in the middle of the game, and sometimes it even boots you out. But other than those instances, it's a pretty solid online mode for playing casually or ranked. Overall, I think ARMS is a great online multiplayer experience with an interesting concept and skill to be mastered. However, I think it lacks the amount of other things to do, and the replayability is low. Based on this, I give ARMS an 8 out of 10. Now to Ninjala. There's actually a character in ARMS called Ninjala, so there's a good segue. Anyways, Ninjala is a game about bubblegum chewing ninjas. Yep, you heard me right. Currently there are 2 different modes, Battle Royale and Team Battle. In both modes, the goal is to score as many points as you can, but it's a free-for-all in Battle Royale, and team versus team in Team Battle. And I just said team 3 times in that sentence, jeez. Now in the actual game itself, you can make your bubblegum bigger by defeating drones scattered across the map. By making your gum big enough, you can craft a bigger weapon, and you can choose which type of weapon you have before the game. They can consist of katanas, hammers, and yo-yos, my personal favorite being the katana. With each different weapon comes a different set of 3 special moves. I call them bubblegum specials, weapon specials, and super specials. Bubblegum specials activate when you have your bubblegum out and press the attack button. If you end up landing 1 or 2 of them, then you can put your opponent into a gum bind, which leaves them very vulnerable for incoming attacks. Weapon specials are good for starting up combos, and super specials gain up after getting enough points. It can unleash a devastating attack if aimed correctly. When facing off with another player, if you or them perfectly defend attacks, then you will enter a counter, where you pick a direction, and based on which direction the opponent chooses, you will either win, land a hit, lose, and get hit, or cycle around for another counter. If your opponent's health reaches 0, you get a KO, which gives you points. However, if you get a good enough combo and the opponent's health reaches 0, then you'll get an E-Pawn, a special KO, which splats them on a wall and gives you more points. That's pretty much the goal of the game. Get as much points as you can by defeating drones and KOing or E-Pawning opponents. I personally haven't tried the single player mode, so tell me if it's good, but entirely based on a free player's experience, there isn't much else to do. However, I know that Nintendo will be updating it now and again with more things. Because of this, I give Ninjala a 7 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe, and tell me what you think about these 2 fabulous games. I'll see you in another video. Bye!